Alright guys, I'll try to do a quick video on this because I've actually already done a video on this style of watch. Just not this colorway, but I do like to have as many videos as I can get of different watches, whether it be the same watch in different colorway, if that's the case, and this is the case. So I had the Patty version before and I picked it up from Mimo. This one is the snj025, so you can see it's the black with the white and silver accents. But this is more of the Arnie version. These are nicknamed the Arnie, using the Solar Quartz Caliber H851. Pretty much that's all you need to know from the hang tag. That's all it tells you. But the rest of it here, we can get into the size, and then we'll get into a few of the extra things. I'm not going to get super in depth with it, but 47.5 millimeter case. But you got to remember, it's kind of like a tuna case. So it is a large watch, but 47.5 lug to lug is a 50.5 millimeter. Again, I know that's reaching out to the very limits for a lot of people. 15 millimeter thick, again, kind of on the thick side. 22 millimeter lug width. Nice, they're factory Seiko silicone type strap. Big fan of that. I am not a big fan of the metal keeper. I wish they would just do the silicone keepers on these and ditch the metal altogether. I would like that more. I'm sure you can pop it off, or you could put a Uncle Seiko on here or something like that. But you have a resin shroud, and then the rest of it's pretty much metal. There's a look at the case back. Made in China, Diver 200, the module number, all that stuff. This is a screw down case back, screw down crown, and then these pushers are also screw out. So to get the water resistance, what they do is you screw them out. So they're screwed out right now, and that means you can't push the pushers. That's how you maintain your water resistance. So if you screw them in, now you can operate the pushers. So the top one here is going to give you a light, which I'll try to do a Loom and a light at the end. This bottom one here, you can cycle through the digital display. So you have analog and digital. I'm a huge fan of that combination with a lot of watches. So it's very cool that Seiko actually did this. So you can see right now, Friday the 29th, you can cycle through. There's a different time zone you can keep track of. Here's a stopwatch. So to operate the stopwatch, and it's kind of small, but to start it, you push the top pusher, and then it starts. So pretty simple, and it'll keep running, so you can cycle out, you can do your alarm. There's the time, and that's how you set your time. So you'll unscrew this crown, and then you pop it out, and then you can see you're flashing there. So, and then you'll cycle through minutes, hours, whatever you got to do, AM, PM, the date. You'll cycle through whichever setting you have, and then you'll turn the crown one way or the other to adjust it. So I'm not going to mess with that. And then you can see the seconds hand jump back into place, because when you do pull it out, you do hack it. So oh, I forgot to mention, my buddy Dane from saleenDriver channel, he sent this in, but it's already been sold to another buddy of both of ours, Dirk. So once I'm done with the video and everything, I'm going to send it to Dirk. So Dirk, you're going to end up having to reset the time anyway, so I don't feel too bad messing with it because he's out in California. So as we scroll through, we'll go back here, and then we're back to that stayed running the whole time. So to stop it, you hit it up here. If you want to reset it, you push this pusher and you hold it down once you get it in stop mode, and then it resets it. So I think a lot of people might either track a second time zone or keep their digital and analog time. I would probably be of the mindset of keeping my date and then the analog time. That's how I would use it. So you have 120 click bezel here. Standard Seiko affair. It's actually a pretty, not even as nice as what you normally see with a Seiko. It's not that great as far as the feel on it. I will show it next to an SKX. For a size comparison, I didn't have it out because I didn't prep properly, but here we go. So here it is next to an SKX, held at about the same plane. So you can see, yes, it's larger dimensions, but like a lot of Seikos, they just kind of seem to wear pretty good anyway. So here's my wrist check. Still wearing the Borealis Estrel on the Marine Nationale Erica strap. So let me put this Arnie on wrist. and share that with you guys, and then we'll do a loom shot. The silicone strap actually works really good with it. I'm a big fan of it. You can see there on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. But also, like if you're into NATOs, this thing would kill on NATOs. Or if you wanted to, you know, put like I'm using on the Borealis, so like if you wanted to put a stretchy strap on there, this thing would be awesome on one of those too. Super comfortable. No hot spots or anything like that. Seiko nailed it out of the park with this thing. It needed to be the 47.5 millimeter. I know some people maybe wish it was a smaller watch. I say heck no, it needed to be 47.5 by 50.5. These are the proper dimensions for this watch, 100%. And you can try to argue with me about it, but I will not relinquish my thoughts on that. So, we covered pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. If you have any questions, I'm sure there's a ton of other videos out there that are going to answer those questions, because this thing is out of here. All right, so let's check out the loom. Excellent Seiko loom, even with all the other stuff going on in the background. And then if you push that top crown there, it stays on for a few seconds. Oh, and it displayed the battery too. So maybe if you push sorry, I'm learning here. I'm learning. So if you push the light, oh, maybe not. I don't know. If you guys know why the battery thing came on, let me know, because I didn't read the manual. I'm not going to read the manual. I just know the battery thing came on, and all I did was push the light. So anyway, there it is. Sorry, I kind of hesitated there. I'll see you guys on the next vid. Thanks for watching. Okay, I read the manual. I couldn't let it go. So if you push this upper pusher here and hold it down, that's how you get it to display your battery level. It's on battery 6. There's 10 levels. So it's a little over half charge. So if, you know, Dane or Dirk, when you get this, give it a little sunlight. And I know that won't be difficult to do out in California, but you can always push and hold this pusher up here. It'll display your current battery level. It's at 6 right now. There's 10 levels. So there's that. I had to share that.